Hello, Mark from Enchantment of Eternity here for another Thoughts on Sense8 Season 2, this time episode 10. If all the world's a stage, identity is nothing but a costume. Now, that is something about these titles of these episodes that get a bit too long. Seems a bit too pretentious. I don't know. That's just me. But anyway, this was a good episode. This is a good penultimate episode for the season. I quite liked it. I mean, nothing even blew me away or anything, but it was interesting. It was good. I liked the Leto storyline, seeing him sort of blend with the Hollywood types. It was, nothing like, really threatening or conflicty sort of happened, but it was interesting. And seeing him meet this, movie star who you find out, and he actually got the part, of course. And, of course, at the same time, he was helping out Sun, because she needed help pretending to be a bartender, and he did the perfect bartending thing. It's interesting, though, that when he acted, it was actually Sun being sincere, so maybe Sun's a better actor than he is. I don't know how he'll do the movie. Is Sun going to do the whole movie for him? Or the other Sense8's going to all come in and do different acting person? Because it seems like he's not that good of an actor if he's just like this action star, but I don't know. Maybe he'll do better. But that was interesting. It's also interesting hearing Kala and Wolfgang. I've always bashed their relationship before, but it was interesting hearing them talk about actually meeting each other in person. And she's like, "But you can't come here to Bombay because you sort of mess up my life." You're like, obviously she doesn't want her husband to find out, and he said that she can't come to Berlin because, of course, there's people out trying to kill him. So they might meet somewhere else. Now, where would that other place be? Would they actually go to where one of the other Sense8s are, or would they just I don't know. But then it was also Riley was talking about going to Bombay to meet Kala as well. So I don't know. That would be interesting as well. It'd be interesting to get more of them to meet in person, because at the moment it's just Riley and Will. And to be honest, I was a bit confused. I didn't if Riley actually went back to Will, or if they were just communicating with each other via the Sense8 telepathy or whatever. So sometimes that's confusing. Sometimes you can't really tell if it's if they're actually physically there, if they're inside their head. But I did get the impression that they were physically together by the end of the episode. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they were just communicating through Sense8s or thingies or whatever. I don't know. So Cappius was really good at his storyline. Actually got really interesting in this episode. I quite like the stuff with him running. Is he running for president? He's running for some political office anyway, and I assume it's president. And the other guy who's in there is basically a thug, basically kills his competition, which is pretty brutal. And so they set up this fake riots or whatever just to try to kill him, and Will pretty much almost fucked up and didn't save his life. But he did manage to get out because that other dude, that criminal dude, showed up and saved him. That was interesting too, and it was interesting that Will was sort of wallowing after his father's death. I mean, which is understandable after his father's death, although he was pretty much catatonic, and then all of a sudden they just gave him his talk. Oh, we can move on. And all of a sudden he's back to normal. But whatever. I mean, that's fine. It was interesting. And it's really interesting setup for Sun's storyline. It seems like that's going to be the push into the finale, because that's how this episode ended with okay, we're gonna all team up and we're gonna help Sun take out her brother, which is interesting because that's something I've been waiting for them to get at, because this is a huge thing, especially for her, which I think has kind of been stagnating all season. But is that really what they're gonna make the finale about? When they're not gonna make it about Whispers or any of the main storyline? It's just gonna be about Sun's storyline. I mean, okay, I guess. I'll just have to wait and see if that's. Surely they're gonna bring in the Sense8s and the other Sense8, because for a while there we met these other Sense8s and we learned more about them, and Wolfgang had this whole conflict with them, and now all of a sudden they're not really talking about that at all. They're sort of drifted off into the individual storylines, character storylines like Cappius's or Sun's, rather than the big deal of Sense8, which I thought this whole show was about. I don't know. I mean, again, I liked the episode. I thought it was good. But we'll see. we'll see where they go with this. Anyway, these are my thoughts for the penultimate episode. I will be back for the finale. So make sure you subscribe and keep up with all that. And thanks a lot for watching.